There's Ernie. Here we go.
Hello. A free call from an incarcerated individual at Norfolk County Correctional Center. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number.
Hey, Ernie. How you doing?
Hey, Mark. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, my friend. I'm glad you called. What's going on?
Oh, man. Oh, Lord. I'm glad I got to talk to you today. I'm really, really glad I got to talk to you earlier. Being in these different situations I've been in and being in here now, it's been a long time. And, I guess a lot of people want to ask about a couple questions from court. There's a lot of things that people get misunderstanding. They misunderstand about the 28 days, the credit. And Kentucky's working and what we're doing with Kentucky. And, the first thing, Mark, I've got to congratulate my team who works with me in the reentry program. I've got to, appreciate my lawyer. This time I didn't have an appointed lawyer. I have an attorney. And not only did he take care of things in, Massachusetts that need to be taken care of, but it also gets over to Kentucky. So I think that's going to be a big hit there too as well. I think that's going to help me.
Yeah. I was thinking, I don't even think Kentucky's even going to bother to come and get you. If they do, it'll really surprise me. But, either way, Ernie, if they do come and get you, you're going to probably get credit for the time you've been in and be right back out, But like we were talking about earlier, I'm proud that you're working on yourself, all these things that you got going on. If you share some of this with the viewers, we got a lot of viewers in here. Unfortunately, I don't think Kevin could join the panel. I dropped him the link, but maybe he'll join later. I don't know. But, let everybody know what's going on. Tell them how you gaining weight and et cetera, if you don't mind.
Well, I'll be honest with you, the food here is not too good. In the southern jails, it was a lot better. There was more that you could do in southern jails than there are here in the northern jails, but the programs are unbeatable. Like, they have CDL classes here. They actually have CDL classes that prepares you for getting in a vehicle and all that. They have creative thinking. They have creative writing. They have artistic. They have all kinds of programs in here that, one's focusing on logical thinking. I'm into that. With my medication, when I first got in here, everybody makes tests and stuff, and they determine, they literally examine everything about you. And I have a real, real high testosterone. So they limited that because that's what gets me in trouble a lot is my testosterone levels. I like to fight. I love to fight. I love to get into stuff. And, now it's more like I think about things more. I can think about things more. I'm more calm. I can write things down. And this jail, it's made, the colors are just solid white, literally. It's just made for the light. And it does take its time, and, we got our tablets and stuff like that. I can email people and stuff. But, again, one good thing about this jail is phone calls are always free. So that's a plus.
I know. I love that.
Yeah. You don't call stuff in the car, like call anybody. It's just, I only talk to 3 or 4 people, and mostly I don't even talk to you. I called you today. I found out your number. But, everybody's asking me when you're getting out, when I'm getting out. Well, they gave me credit. To get out on April 13th. So that's just a couple of weeks away anyways.
Yeah. That's literally 11 days, dude. You ain't even got a couple of weeks. It's just barely over a week, It'll be here before you know it.
And, the biggest thing my sister helped me with, she helped me with a lawyer. She's been talking to lawyers in Kentucky, and they're telling her, hey, well, he's already spent this time here, and he's already signed off on the extradition warrant for Kentucky to come get him, and if Kentucky doesn't come get him, when I do get arrested again, that time that I spent way back till I found the first people, it counts for my good time in Kentucky. That's what people don't understand. If you sign a holding warrant for another state, and you spend that time in another jail in that other state, that time counts for what you do in the new state. And that's what people don't understand. So when you see things that they just putting up there and he said, all this other stuff, it's not true. It's not true at all. I know what they did. And I had a very smart private attorney And he fixed both of it. Not only did he fix my case here, I was taking 2.5 years on each count, and I ended up getting 90 days. So, I mean, a lot of it was helping me. A lot of it helped me. A lot of my records helped me. A lot of the Kentucky Colonel stuff helped me. They actually made phone calls to Frankfort, Kentucky, and they told them the only time I started getting in trouble when I was 42 years old. You know, I never had no real bad record before the end and all that. So, and you know, mostly the thing I'm working on now is my mental health.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're stabilizing on your medication too. I don't think a lot of people understood or understand that when you get your medications off, you're not your normal self. And that goes for anybody that's like us and has to take medication, you know. And
well, the thing about it is, Mark, is I let everybody push me into situations that shouldn't push me. And I'm going to give you an example. So if we go into what's logical, let's get a logical thinking. Let's go back into my classes. We call it bandwagon. We all put it in the bandwagon, right? So on YouTube, I'm gonna pertain it to YouTube. I want to use it to YouTube. YouTube, people use a bandwagon. So people think you're this or that and say this or that. The more group, when we call that the model effect. And they start rolling together. And so, he thinks he's that, so he must be that. You know, or they that's what it is. And the truth about it is, they really don't even know the person. And therefore, you know, they're like, well, they try to do a scapegoat. This their fault. How we got, you know, it all goes into hasty stuff. They make hasty decisions. And they can say this person is weak, this person is not, this person is, this person is that. And the most thing they do is they try to do what's called ad as a personal attack. You know what I'm talking about by that?
oh, yeah.
He does it. So what and this is the way they do you, Mark. This is exactly what they do you. This, oh no, he's nothing. So what he says doesn't matter. But the fact of the matter is, Mark, what you say does matter because you haven't lied to me and you don't even know it. And again, one thing I told you, and you told me a while ago, when you said that hate thing, when you came to me with hate, you had already lost. Remember when I told you that?
Yeah, I do. I'll never forget that. Yeah.
So I owe you an apology, Mark.
No, don't worry about that, dude.
No, I owe you an apology. Let me tell you why. Because I used that. I used that to say, hey, I'm going to make him react. Not respond, react. And by doing that, I knew what hurt you the most. And what you've been through in the past. And remember when I thought that, right afterwards, I knew you would attack me. So me being the person who attacked you secretly and silently in the shadows, which you didn't know, I knew you would come out in the open and run me down. And that was a tactic that I used. And I should have never played that on you.
Well, you know, Ernie,
you took that.
As I studied back on that, dude, I'm glad that it happened because I will never forget that. And it is true. What you said is very true. If you come at somebody with hate in your heart, you've lost, in my opinion. Now, that's just my opinion, but, you know, I studied on that and thought about it and really pondered on it. But, man, I'm so glad that you're doing good. And, you know, that these people, the people that doubt you and your detractors and everything, they're really going to be up in their feelings when they find out all the things that you have planned. Some of the things that you told me today. We're about to run out of time.
Oh, well, I'm gonna call you back in a few minutes, anyways. I'll always do it. We're doing some working out. Again, that's what we got to do. We got to stay healthy in here. We got to stay in shape, and that's all we want to do, Jill, is work out. And you know, I will say this: this jail is a lot easier than what Bridgewater. Bridgewater, that prison over there. Oh my God, that was one of the rough. I mean, that's got people in it that you never want to see in your life. I'm telling you, that's a wild bunch right there. But again, they had more workout machines, and I stay busy working out. I want to tell everybody, I do appreciate everybody who still believe in me, who still message me. I've got a few people who message me from time to time. I do appreciate you guys. And most importantly, the biggest thing, don't worry about me. I'm doing good. I'll be out 13 or 14 days. I know everybody's want to know if I'm going to return to YouTube. I'm not going to return to YouTube until I get ready to return to YouTube. I got some things I need to work on with myself. I got some things I need to work on here in Massachusetts. I think I'm going to make my home in Massachusetts. even through veterans assistance, I'm able to get, I'm able to get all these services. I've already been looking through that. I meet with veterans assistance every week. I've been doing it since I've been in here. So that right there is going to prove a lot of people wrong about me. I've got a characterization. I'm working on all that. I'm working on getting everything picked. I'm working on getting my VHIC card. I'm working on all that. So I think I'm going to stay in Massachusetts for a little bit. I'm not really sure exactly how long I'm going to be here or what I'm going to do. I know I've been talking to my mom. I talked to my mom on there a few times. And as long as she's able to hold off and she's okay, I'm going to be here. As far as Kentucky, I have worked out agreements with Kentucky, my Kentucky lawyer, which I do have a Kentucky lawyer, and my lawyer here in Massachusetts has been working out. But I'm going to say this. There ever was a great Mr. William Burdick here in Massachusetts. He's the best. He is the best. Everything he said he did it. Even when I hurt that officer, and I'm very sorry for what I done to that officer. I wasn't in my right mind. I didn't mean to do the thing. I mean, it was bad. It's really, really bad.
Well, Ernie, you ain't going to believe who just joined the panel. X Factor is up here. Kevin is here. You want to say hi to Kevin? What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, Ernie.
Hey, Kev. How you doing? I hope you're doing well, Kev. I really do. I heard a lot about you, stuff you was going through, and, I hope you get well, and I hope things goes well with you.
We all miss you, even your haters.
Well, the haters are always going to hate. And here's the thing. It's just like I told Mark. If you come to people with hate, you've lost. And they automatically lose. And the more they bring me up, the more it gets, the more I get popular. My sister is literally in Arizona. Literally. And she was like, they're talking about me in Arizona. And I'm like, how do they? She said, you won't believe it. I just went down to the hotel and they said you're going live on Mark or something like that. I said, there's no way. She said, I said, in Arizona, yeah, there's people here in Arizona and he's from Europe. And I said, he's from Europe? Yeah, I know who you are. I'm like, oh, well, I know. Let's just run with it. So, there's always the bandwagon. Here's the thing, Mark. Here's something, and I'll make one more phone call back to you. Here's the thing, Mark. You've got the talent. And what you were talking to me about is exactly what I want to do is I want to build a team, and I want to go out. I love going to Minneapolis. The only bad thing about Minneapolis is my lungs froze. And I had to tear in my lungs. It was so cold. It was so cold. That took a lot out of me. Like, those 3 or 4 days that I was up there, that was in that ice, I was up there way before. And we'll continue.
You have 1 minute left.
Oh.
In this last minute before we take the next call, I want to tell you some of the people that are here. We got Incel X. He said he's excited for you to come back. Vegas Barbie's here. We got Sherry, Dodie Redden, Beloved Ghost. I made her a mod over here because she's been so good to you.
Oh, she's awesome. She's amazing. She's amazing. She's a wonderful person. And I love everybody. I care for everybody. I want everybody to do well. And, the biggest thing about it is, and we'll talk on it on the next subject or I'll call you back, but, you guys have so much talent. And a lot of you guys, to be honest with you, a lot of you show me love. And it's just some of the people that's been writing me. I mean, you ought to see some of the messages I get. And, people can write to me and I'll talk to them. But I'll call you back on this next segment.
All right, Ernie. We'll be waiting on your call, man. And thanks for being here. We appreciate
Thank you
you
for
so
using
much.
Securus. Goodbye.
Cole, where did you go, Cole? I love you. I love you, Cole. Say it back.
Oh, my God.